You weren't born in Manhattan. You were born in Spokane, Washington, 1975. Your mother was a cashier at Safeway, your father a mechanic at a Texaco station. Instead of toys, they gave you an old Kodak Instamatic. Plastic, cheap, but it works. You take your first picture at 6 years old. Blurry dog, crooked horizon. Your father takes you to Walgreens to develop the film. You wait 1 hour. 1 hour is an eternity. Then the clerk brings out a yellow Kodak envelope with your photos, 24 exposures. You hold them up to the light. Magic! A moment that happened yesterday is now forever. You fell in love. 1985. You're 10. America is rising. Reagan, MTV, Coca-Cola. Your father brings home National Geographic. You study every photograph. Color, composition, moment. You want to be a photographer, travel, shoot the world, tell stories through frames. A dream. Your uncle works at Fotomat, a small kiosk in a shopping center parking lot. Yellow and blue booth, 10 by 10 feet. He develops film in 1 hour. 1 hour photo. This is new technology. Used to take a week. Now, 1 hour. Revolution. Uncle shows you the Noritsu machine. Japanese, automatic. Film goes in one side, photos come out the other. Chemistry, temperature, time. All precise. 1 second off, everything's ruined. You watch him work. Darkness, red light, smell of developer, fixer, stop bath, chemical cocktail. You breathe it. It smells like the future. 1991. You're 16. You drop out of high school. Grades mediocre, college unaffordable. $8,000 a year for community college. Your parents don't have that kind of money. Your father says, go to your uncle. At least there's work there. You go. Your uncle hires you at Fotomat. $5.15 an hour. Minimum wage. Part-time. 25 hours a week. No benefits. Your first shift, Saturday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. 9 hours in a 10 by 10 booth. No bathroom, no AC. Summer, it's 105 degrees inside. Winter, you freeze. The heater barely works, but you manage. You learn. First, just receiving film. Customer drives up to the window, hands over film. You fill out the form. Name, phone number, film type, 35mm, 110, APS, number of exposures, 24, 36, glossy or matte prints, when to pick up. Standard development, 1 hour. Express, 30 minutes. Double price. You take the money. $8.99 for 24 exposures, $12.99 for 36. Customer drives away. You go to the darkroom. The darkroom is your world. 6 by 6 feet. No windows. Red light. Noritsu QSS1201 machine. Costs $45,000. Automatic development and printing. You load the film, the machine unspools it, develops it in chemical baths, rinses, dries, scans each frame, prints on Kodak photo paper. 8 minutes to develop, 2 minutes to print each frame. 1 hour of work, and it's done. But while the machine works, you look at the negatives. You hold them up to the light. 36 frames of someone's life, and you see everything. You see birthdays, child blowing out candles, parents smiling, grandma in the corner of the frame. Happiness, you print. You see weddings, bride in white, nervous groom, drunk guests. Standard American celebration, you print. You see vacations, Disneyland, Grand Canyon, Hawaii beaches, families posing at landmarks, smiles on command, you print. But sometimes you see other things. You see affairs. Man with a woman, not his wife. You recognize him. He brought family photos last month. Now he's with his mistress at a motel. 12 frames of sex and embraces. You print. You're not a judge, you're a machine. You see violence, bruises on a child's body, clear signs of abuse. The mother photographed it for documentation. You know you should call the police, but uncle says, not our business. Print and deliver. You print. You feel complicit, but work is work. You see death, funerals, open casket, face of the deceased, family around. Someone photographs it. You don't understand why, but you print. Death is also memory. You see porn, amateur, couples shooting themselves. Polaroid almost killed this market. Instant photo, no one will see, but some still bring film. You print. You're 16, you're embarrassed, but work is work. Uncle says, get used to it. This is a third of our business. He's not joking. 1995, digital cameras appear. Apple Quick Take, Kodak DC40, shit quality, 0.3 megapixels, price $1,000. Nobody buys. Film is still king. You're calm. Your uncle sells Fotomat. The chain is closing. Kiosks aren't profitable. Parking lot rents are rising. He sells equipment to Walgreens. They open a photo lab inside the store. They hire you. $6.50 an hour. Part-time, same conditions. But now you're inside a big store. Photo lab is a department in the corner. You and one other girl, Jennifer. You work in shifts. Jennifer dreamed of being an artist, finished 2 years of art school, dropped out, no money. Now she's 24, develops film and lives with her parents. You flirt, nothing serious, just two lonely people in a dark room. You start noticing patterns. The Miller family brings film every week. Always happy photos, perfect children, perfect parents. But you see the mother aging faster than the father. Dead eyes, fake smile, children increasingly distant. A year later, they stop coming. Divorce. You knew. Photographs don't lie. Mr. Peterson brings film once a month, always alone. Landscapes, birds, sunsets, technically perfect shots. Not a single person. For years. You understand. He's lonely. Photography is his only companion. He dies in 2003. His daughter brings the last roll. You develop it. Last 3 frames, his dog. Even the dog died before him. Last 3 frames, just sky. Empty sky. You cry in the darkroom. Jennifer doesn't understand why. You see the city through film. Thousands of lives. Weddings become divorces. Children grow up and leave. Parents age and die. You see the whole cycle. You're not a participant. You're a witness, an invisible witness. 1999. You're 24. You're still at Walgreens. $7.25 an hour. 30 hours a week. They never give 40. That would require benefits. Your paycheck, $217 every 2 weeks after taxes. Room rent in a shared house, $300 a month. You survive. Barely. Digital cameras improve. Canon, Nikon, Sony release models at $500 to $800. Quality rises, but film still dominates. People don't trust digital. Where's the physical photo? Where's the album? You're calm. Your job is safe. 2000. Y2K passes without problems. The world didn't collapse. But something's changing. Internet grows. People start scanning photos, posting to AOL and Yahoo. First photo sites appear. Walgreens invests in new equipment. Frontier Digital Mini Lab. Now you can print from digital cameras and scans. $80,000 machine. Your wage doesn't change, but there's more work. You learn to work with computers, USB drives, memory cards. Jennifer quits. She gets married, moves to Portland. You stay alone. They don't hire a new girl. Cost optimization. You work more hours, but still part-time. Scheduling magic. 2003. Digital cameras everywhere. Canon Rebel, Nikon D70, $800, 6 megapixels. Quality almost like film. People buy. Film sales drop 20% per year. Kodak, Fujifilm panic. They launch their own digital cameras. Too late. Your work changes. Used to be 80% film development, 20% digital prints. Now it's reversed. People bring memory cards, you print, but less and less development. You miss film. Digital photos are different. Too many frames. 200, 300 photos from one vacation. People shoot everything. Food, feet, random trash. No selection, no thought. Just press the button. Memory is cheap. Film made you think. 36 frames, that's all. Every frame matters. Digital killed that. 2004. Camera phones. Nokia, Motorola, Sony Ericsson. Shit quality. 0.3 megapixels. but people use them. You laugh. Who's going to print photos from a phone? You're wrong. 2007, iPhone, 2 megapixels. Quality still mediocre, but people don't just shoot, they post. Facebook, MySpace gaining momentum. Why print photos when you can post online? Your business is dying. Print sales drop 40%. Walgreens closes photo labs in half their stores. Your store is still alive, but you see the future. They move you to cashier. You work 4 hours in photo lab, 4 hours at register. $8 an hour. You're 32 years old. You're a Walgreens cashier. The dream is dead. You still see photographs, but now on a computer screen. People bring flash drives. You insert them into self-service kiosks. They choose which photos to print themselves. You just take the money. You no longer look at their lives. You're just a button, a vending machine replacement. 2008, economic crisis. People stop printing photos. It's a luxury they can't afford. Your hours cut to 20 a week, $160 every 2 weeks. You can't survive. You take a second job, night cleaning in an office, $9 an hour. You work 7 days a week. You don't sleep. You're a machine. 2009, Kodak discontinues Kodachrome. Legendary film. 74 years on the market. Dead. Last lab in the world, Dwayne's Photo in Kansas, closes Kodachrome processing in 2010. End of an era. You read about it in the news. You cry. It's like the death of an old friend. Instagram launches in 2010. Filters, square photos, instant sharing. Millions of users in months. Why print? Why develop? Everything online. Everything free. Everything instant. Your photo lab closes. Walgreens removes the equipment. Frontier sold on eBay for $2,000. Used to cost $80,000. They keep you as cashier. $8.50 an hour. 25 hours a week. You're 35 years old. You're nobody. You try to find other work in photography. The market is dead. All labs closed. CVS, Rite Aid, Costco, all closed photo departments. Professional labs hold on, but they only hire experienced technicians with certifications. You don't have them. You're self-taught. You're worthless. You think about becoming a photographer. Weddings, portraits, events. You buy a used Canon 5D for $800. Your savings. You create a Facebook profile. Thompson Photography. Professional services. 0 clients. Market oversaturated. Everyone with an iPhone thinks they're a photographer. Why pay you $500 when their niece will do it free? You give up. 2012. Instagram sells to Facebook for $1 billion. The app is 2 years old, 13 employees, $1 billion. You've worked in photography for 21 years. You've earned $180,000 total. 13 people made $1 billion in 2 years. Justice doesn't exist. Kodak files for bankruptcy. The company that invented the digital camera in 1975. They killed themselves. Fear of cannibalizing film business. Now they have nothing. You understand. You also feared change. You also clung to the past. You're also bankrupt. Your mother dies. Cancer. No insurance. Hospital bill, $85,000. You can't pay. The state buries her. Cheap cremation. No ceremony. You scatter the ashes in Spokane River. Alone. Your father died 3 years ago. Heart attack. You're alone. You drink every night. Cheap beer, sometimes whiskey. It helps, briefly. 2015. You're 40. You're still at Walgreens. $9 an hour. 20 hours a week. You live in a studio apartment. $650 a month. You owe utilities. They evict you. You move into your car. 1998 Honda Civic. You live in it. Park at Walmart. They don't kick you out. wash in public restrooms, eat at soup kitchens, work at Walgreens. Co-workers don't know you're homeless. You keep yourself clean while you can. Winter 2016, the car breaks down. Repair, $1,200. You have $80. The car stays in the parking lot. You move to a homeless shelter. Spokane Union Gospel Mission. Bunk in a room with 40 people. The smell of sweat, urine, despair. You sleep with your eyes open. Walgreens fires you. Restructuring. Actually, you were late 3 times. The bus from the shelter runs poorly. They don't care. You're fired.
You try to find work. McDonald's, Burger King, gas stations. You're 41. No education, no address, no references. Nobody hires. You live on the street, panhandling. $1 for food, God bless. People walk past. You're invisible, like you always were. 2018, you get beaten. Group of teenagers, for fun. You wake up in the hospital, broken ribs. They never found the attackers. Nobody cares. Hospital bill, $35,000. You laugh. Add it to the $85,000 for mom. What's the difference? You start using. First, just alcohol. Then someone offers fentanyl. Cheap, effective. The pain goes away, everything goes away. You agree. 2020, pandemic, COVID-19. The world stops, shelters close. You're on the street, completely. Winter, Spokane is cold. You freeze in the doorway of an abandoned building. People at home are shooting. TikTok, Instagram, Zoom calls. More photographs than ever. Billions of images every day. But nobody prints. Everything in the cloud. Everything digital. Everything temporary. Servers crash. Everything disappears. Your job was to preserve memory, physical photographs, real objects. Now memory is data. Easy to create, easy to lose, easy to forget. You think about all the photographs you've seen, thousands of lives, thousands of moments, birthdays, weddings, vacations, deaths. You preserved their memory, but who preserves yours? Nobody. 2022, you're 47, you look 70, almost no teeth, gray skin, body destroyed, fentanyl, alcohol, life on the street. You find an old photo album in a dumpster. Someone threw it away. Family photos from the 1980s. Happy faces. You don't know these people, but you cry. These photographs outlived the family. They were thrown away. Memory turned to trash. You understand, your life is also trash. You preserved other people's memory, but nobody preserves yours. You developed 1 million photographs. Not one is yours. 2024, winter, Spokane. Temperature 5 degrees Fahrenheit. You're in a doorway, fentanyl overdose. Your body is found a week later, frozen, rigid, alone. The coroner writes, John Thompson, 49 years old, homeless, drug addict, no relatives. County cremation, ashes in a mass grave. No ceremony, no photographs. Summary of your life? $195,000 total earnings over 33 years, 0 savings, 0 property, 1 addiction, not 1 friend at the funeral, because there was no funeral. You saw 1 million lives through the lens. You developed 1 million memories, but your life? Nobody developed it. Nobody printed it. Nobody saved it. You were invisible in life. You remained invisible in death. Myth? Photography is art. Reality? Photography is service, and you're the servant. Myth? You're a keeper of memory. Reality? You're a button in a machine, replaceable, forgettable. Myth? Technology creates opportunities. Reality? Technology destroys professions. Yours first. You wanted to tell stories through photography. You just became a developer of other people's stories. Your story doesn't exist because nobody photographed you. Nobody developed your life. Nobody printed your memory. You were a technician in a dark room. You remained in darkness forever. People now take selfies, millions per day. Instant upload, instant likes, instant oblivion. In an hour, the photo is buried in the feed. In a day, nobody remembers. In a month, it's deleted. You developed photographs that people kept for decades, in albums, on walls, in frames. Physical memory, real, tangible. Now memory is in the cloud, incorporeal, fragile, temporary. Server crashes, everything disappears. Account hacked, everything lost. Company goes bankrupt, everything deleted. Your profession died, but with it died memory too, real memory. Your darkroom is closed, Noritsu machine in a landfill, chemistry dumped, red light extinguished, and nobody noticed. Because you were always invisible. Keeper of others' memory who had none of his own. Developer of lives who was never developed himself. Witness of moments who left no trace. You saw everything. Nobody saw you. The end.